Welcome back to Pilgrims Walk. There's only one thing we need to say at the start of this week's episode. Dear Tom Cleverley, we are very sorry, and we are reservedly eating humble pie for the things we said, or may have said, back in October and early November. What a turnaround there's been at this club, and it is all down to that fella. We've got Chris and Reese fresh back from watching Argyle destroy the league leaders, absolutely destroy the most exciting, breathtaking team that has been in this league so far. 5-2 at the weekend. We're recording this just before the Luton game midweek, so we don't know the result of that, but who cares? We're going to wax lyrical about this team. And Chris, October feels a long time away, doesn't it? When we were sat here contemplating sacking TC. Wow. How was that game for you?
Oh, well, regarding TC, Mark, I've got to say, I was always sat on the fence, always wanting to do well, so I'm not just speaking wise after the event. And I'm glad he's come through. I'm glad the board had the guts to stick with him, and it's paid out dividends. What a game Saturday. Live on Sky, 12:30 kickoff, which isn't for me, but it is for Sky. Cardiff lose a 12-game unbeaten run, going back to December the 20th. Last time they lost was Lincoln, and they was expecting 3 points at home park. I went past some Cardiff fans on the way in, and they were saying, expect a 4-0 win to us again, Boyle. Well, my happy friends, didn't quite work out that way, did it? Absolutely brilliant. What a mad 15 minutes just prior to the half-time. 5 goals scored in that 15 minutes. 3 for us, 2 for them. Kellyman scored 2 for them. Cracking second goal, I've got to say. But the 3 that we got, what goals. Laurent Toulai, left foot, right from 25 yards, stunning goal. And then our man of the moment, Bim Peppel. Bim, what a player. Bim affects it. So, yeah. Bill Edwards putting a man of the match performance in, and he assisted with those two goals for Bim. And one of them, particularly Bim's first one, our second goal, he ran up that wing and put in what a great cross for Bim, and he done the business. And it's very hard to say from the beginning of the season when Bim was struggling and he couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo. It's fair to say he couldn't. But here we are now. And he scored now 8 goals in the last 9 games. He scored 10 overall. And you've got to take your hat off to the guy. You know, he's in the right place at the time. And he's getting on with it. And he is playing really well. And as Tom Cleverley turned around and said, that was the complete performance. And I'll be honest with you, it was, because every single player to a man deserved at least an 8 or 9 out of 10 for that. They were superb, and it was a great win, fully deserved.
Long-time watchers of the show will know that we put tweets up on the screen here. I think I really need to show one this week, which is this one, which I absolutely love. Kieran just said, it's been a long time coming, but finally, it's a royal joy just watching Argyle again. Oh, happy ever after. If only we could end the season here, Reese. But of course we don't want to, because there are fans that are now saying, how far can Tom take this team? We'll talk about that more in a second. But for you, what was your favourite goal, by the way? I should ask you that.
It's difficult. I think it's either the first or second. I mean, Tolly, it takes his first goal so well. And the second, it's a good finish, but 35-year-old Joe Edwards breaking and just making these young Cardiff players look silly, if I'm honest. And there's not many games where you've scored 5 goals and your right back, left back, wherever he plays, gets man of the match. And he was outstanding on Saturday, absolutely outstanding. I thought even Tuesday against Leyton Orient, it was brilliant as well.
Let's talk about more Tom Cleverley stuff. Damon says he looks so much happier in himself now. I'd like to think he's happy with his ideas, his philosophies and plans are now bearing fruit, Reese, and he fully deserves to relish in these current good times. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think you ever did call for his head, did you? I think you were...
Oh, no, I definitely did.
Did you? Yeah, were you wavering? No?
No, I was wavering for about a week, and then I decided that I just had enough. I think it was just after the Scum game, and there was a few other. I think it was at the Mansfield game the week after, something like that, and it all just. But I couldn't be happier to be proven wrong again. I think we were proven wrong by Aseni at one point in the season. We're being massively proven wrong at the moment by Bim, and it appears we've been proven wrong by Cleverley. I think January it appears they got, well, I think just on Curtis, I think got it right. Curtis is just, I think he's got 5 assists already since January. I think he's joint 6th or 7th in the assist table in the league, something silly like that. But it's suddenly working and it's clicked. The whole team, and this team sort of starting to remind me of the 101 point season. Not necessarily, they're not all the best players but the grit and determination they suddenly got between their teeth. Tuesday we go to Leighton Orient and you score 42nd minutes like that, or just before half time. You think perfect time to score, and they go up the other end and score a goal, and you think, well, this is a turning point. This could flip on its head, and the team in October would have gone and lost that game 2-1, 3-1, something like that, and just collapsed. But they got a bit of grit and determination, and we went on and won it again. Same on Saturday, a 3-2 at half time. In October, we would have lost that 5-3 easily. We would have just collapsed second half. But there was just this grit and determination, and Cardiff genuinely best team to come to home part of the season. We made them look stupid. We made them look silly at times, and just limited them to long shots. Limited them to the second stunning goal. We limited them really well, and defensive unit, and he's just out of nothing. He's just resurrected this team, and they're fighting for him, and he looks like he's enjoying it, and the players look like they're enjoying it. It genuinely is remarkable what he's done. I think November 8th, something like that, we finished. We were bottom of the league. I think we were in the bottom 3 until early December, mid-December, early December, something like that. To be where we are now he's got to be. There's some credit he's got to have. It's seriously, it's genuinely impressive. It really is.
Yeah. Chris, there are some saying that, of course, it's a Derek Adams effect, of course, as well, and he's been backed a bit more in the transfer market. That you have brought in a lot better quality than what you have, but you've still got to coach him, haven't you? You've still got to do the hard yards when we're in work. You've still got to work with them Monday to Friday. You've still got to motivate them. So, this is his team now, isn't it? This is what we're seeing on the pitch, is his ideas, his philosophy. I mean, Callum says, well, I was TC out a couple of months ago and fully behind him now. What a turnaround. My gaffer, Rachel. I mean, Twitter was full of Tom Cleverley praise, apologies, eating humble pie, we're so sorry. It's nice to see.
Totally, Mark. And there was a documentary that was out a couple of weeks ago, A Day in the Life of Tom at Plymouth Argyle. And I'll be honest with you, to watch it as an Argyle fan, it was brilliant, absolutely stunning. All to do with TC, what he goes through a day. He starts at 6 o'clock and he probably finishes 12 hours later, 6 o'clock in the evening. And that man is non-stop. This is a daily occurrence for him. And if it's a work rate, I don't think any other manager that we've had other than Tom has put in that amount of effort and work into trying to get to where he is now. And he was doing this when we were struggling. He was doing this when we were not getting the results. But he continued. He continued on a daily basis with his planning, with his people that he had behind him, all his coaches, what he wanted done, what he wanted on the training pitch. And he goes through systematically everything on a daily basis. And it's just great to see. Absolutely superb. The enthusiasm in that man is fantastic to witness. And it's fully deserved now that he's getting the just deserves. So long may it continue. Can we make the playoffs? I really believe we can. We're only 6 points away.
The other thing was Saturday, it wasn't just better players that did it. He tactically outdid Cardiff. Comfortably tactically outdid them. The way that we pressed was purely designed to make them go long and to force them into something, a game that they didn't want to be involved in. And we were more physical than them, and we were more aggressive than them, and that came from him. And that's the thing. It was at one point we were winning games, but we were winning games the same every week. We're now starting to adjust it's the same sort of philosophy, but we're adjusting every week, and it's back to how Schumacher was. You never really knew how he was going to set up or anything, and it's nice. It's nice to see. We're capable of doing that. It's now, yeah.
No, I totally agree, Reece. It's an amalgamation of things, isn't it? It's a Derek Adams effect. Yes, it is. It's having these players come in, like Ronan Curtis, who's been an absolute revelation for us out wide, as you said earlier. He's been stunning. It's been Joe Rawls when he's been fit and been able to be on the pitch. It's Bradley Ibham coming back in. It's the players that we've been missing for a long while. It's an amalgamation of things. But the main character in all this has been Tom Cleverley.
Yeah.
And it's been the mainstay of getting to where we are now. And absolutely brilliant. And I do believe, I'm probably going to get my head chewed off for this, but I'm not too disappointed if we go up there and put a side out tomorrow in that Virtue Trophy. We want to win a game, of course we do. But I'm more concerned about injuries than anything else. And if we don't come away with any injuries and we get a loss, I'll be happy. Because for me, our bread and butter is that league. It's Division 1, trying to get out of it. And we've got an opportunity now. We're 6 points off that sixth position. And we've got a game in hand on Huddersfield. And let's not forget.
Still play them.
And we still got to play them at home. Now, people in the past were looking at us coming down here as an easy touch. We're not an easy touch anymore. That's for sure. We've just played 3 games, Blackpool, Orient and Cardiff in 1 week, scoring 12 goals. Well, I don't think any other team's done that. And we've conceded 3. And it's just lovely to witness. This is our team. This is Own Park. This is Plymouth Argyle. This is Argyle at its best. This is what we want to see week in, week out. And long may it continue. And I believe that we can get that in that top 6 to get that promotion playoff place. And Virtue Trophy, not for me. What happened when we played Bolton, April 23? We got stuffed 4-0. Well, nobody remembers Bolton getting that flipping Papa John's pizza trophy, do they? But they remember Plymouth Argyle getting championship, 101 points. And that's what we did in April 23. And we can do that again on May 2026. Come on, you kids.
There's quite a few, Chris, that have been echoing that same point. The Arrow says a playoff place is surely now the minimum. I love this. Don't rule out automatic promotion. I think we can rule that out. Let's not be daft here. We'll have to win most of the remaining games to achieve that, but failing that, a trip to Wembley will achieve promotion back to the Championship. I mean, I've looked at your fixtures because I read that this afternoon and thought, I'll just have a quick look. And do you know what, Reese?
They're favourable.
They are really.
Yeah.
Other than Bolton, I think, that come down to you guys, is it the end of April or something like that?
Yes, I know Bolton, though, because Bolton will come here and they will step out against us. And they'll want to play the very similar way to the way Cardiff played. And look how that ended for him. All right, it's Schumacher. I'm sure he'll come with a plan, and we've never got one over him yet. Hopefully, this is the chance. But yeah, the fixtures are very favourable, and if we're going to arrive late into that playoffs. We are going to arrive late. It's going to be a late one. It's still 6 points. It's been 6 points now for a number of weeks. But when we arrive there, we're going to be the team arriving now on form with momentum into that playoffs. I'm just dreading going to Wembley again. I just hope this time this is the chance. In all seriousness though, no matter what happens, I genuinely the turnaround we've seen in this team, the gelling. That I won't rule if we don't make it this season. You go and have a good summer window. You try and keep hold of a few of your key players. If a few of them move on, you get good money for them, and you invest in the squad. Don't rule us out next season at all. We've gone an absolute rampant. If we have been playing this way since the start of the season, we'd be up there with Cardiff and Lincoln. Absolutely 100%. I think the last 15 games, I saw earlier, we've scored 30 goals and we've only conceded 14, something like that. Wow. Only Cardiff have got a better goal difference than the last 15. So, and that says an awful lot about where we were. I think even look at the last 20, last 25, I think we're up there, up and around the playoff spot. It was that first 10 games and then that spell in the middle where we just decided to give up hope for a bit. That sort of curtailed our season. But if we can really, we've got 11 games left on that. Is it 11 games? So whatever it is. We've got a real chance here, and it's a really not favourable run in.
Well, we've just got 9 games, won 9 games in the last 13.
Yeah.
We've got a derby to look forward to where we owe them one big time, because that was my lowest point of the season. Flipping. Well, horrendous coming away from that one. I really didn't see us getting anything prior to Christmas. And we didn't really, did we? We did struggle. No. But look at where we are now. And it's the whole atmosphere of the place. I walk my dogs past Own Park on a regular basis, and I witness the players going down for training. And there's a different upbeat about them. There's a joviality about them. There's banter about them. They're going down there, as a team.
Yeah.
And it's lovely to see. And it's just, it's great. Now, that's not that's as I said earlier, it's an amalgamation of things. It's not down to one and we've got more captains on the pitch than just not only Joe Edwards. And there's a confidence building within the team, and it's bouncing back off the stands as well. We all remember a few months ago when was it Leighton Orient we had at home, and it was really toxic atmosphere when they absolutely done us over, and it can turn like that. But now it's turning not completely opposite way. Where the players are getting behind the fans getting behind the players. It's just brilliant. And there's some of the new signs. Ronan Curtis for me has been a revelation. He gets the fans off their seats and he gets the crowd going. And he's another captain, ideally, like Joe Edwards, arms up, come on lads, and it's brilliant to see. Come on.
Okay.
I work on a dockyard, and the buzz in there today was just unbelievable. It really is. It makes the city just buzzes when the club's doing well, and the buzz is let's put it, the city is starting to buzz again. It really is, and it's not a buzz that we've had since we were probably since the Schumacher days.
Yeah,
and it's hopefully keep going.
Bearing in mind we haven't watched it yet, but we're looking good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good. 9 more weekends before we hit May the 2nd. Rotherham to come, of course, this weekend as well, which, you don't like to say it's going to be easy, but looking at their form and looking at how they're doing, it should be. We could be back at Esley Park, couldn't we, on a Wednesday night in May?
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't take me 12 hours to get there this time.
Right. You want to do some shout-outs, Chris, is that right?
Yeah, well, there's a few people I met recently that's all been watching the pod, and they've all had really positive things to say about it. One was from a family I met up in Blackpool, from down in Hale. They know who they are. And I met a couple of people in the souvenir shop on Saturday, Lynn and her husband, Glenn. Again, both avid viewers of the Where Pilgrims Walk, and long may it continue. I think there's an awful lot of Argyle fans who's now going to get behind the podcast, and things grow, don't they? So from small little acorns, big apples grow. So
absolutely, yeah, lovely, great to hear. And yeah, look, there's other fantastic Argyle podcasts that go on for 50, 60 minutes. Ours is just you can fit 20 minutes into your lunch break listening to these passionate fellas. I could listen to you all day, to be honest, fellas. I think you're absolutely brilliant. But unfortunately, I've got to ask you to help us now get through the A to Z, as we've been doing for the last goodness knows how many weeks. We're up to the letter Q of this week's episode. I hope Wikipedia's
I've got one.
Hammered. Oh, you have? Wow.
Yeah.
Go on then.
It's very fitting, actually, that we haven't got any players for Q. And this is actually my earliest memory of football, or football and Argyle in general. And it was April 2004. I'm hoping I'm nicking Chris's here.
I guess there's this coming from.
Plymouth Argyle appoint Bobby Williamson as a manager. And in his first game, Mickey Evans and David Frio scored 2 goals to declare us as champions. We were playing second place QPR on the day. And we won the title and got promoted all in one day. And it was Division 2, Division 1, back whatever it was back then. My earliest memory, I remember bits and bobs. I had my face painted, had all the big green hair for the day. I think I was 5. And the still legendary saying from Sir Gordon Sparks, as we call him, that's it, Argyle are up. Perfect day.
You missed out the
2-0. 2-0, that's it, Argyle are up, that's it. And it's very fitting that actually there isn't any, there's no Qs in my lifetime. And I think Plymouth Argyle 2, QPR 0 to send us up is very fitting.
Excellent. QPR, right. Chris, have there been any players with Q?
Well, I'm going to add a couple to that. We only got him on loan for a month, and you both would have probably heard of him. I know you would have, Mark. But he only made 3 appearances for us, and that was Mick Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
Guy was at Newcastle, Portsmouth, scoring goals for fun, and it was under the era of Peter Shilton, and we signed him on loan for a month. But he only made 3 appearances, never scored for us, didn't work out, fell out with Shilton, our chairman at the time, Dan McCauley, and he left prominently after that month. But I'm going to name a QPR game, which, because I'm slightly older than Reese, I'm going to go back, and this one sticks long in my memory. And it's Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road in 1973. And I was up there as a young 17-year-old witnessing all this. And having witnessed it, you and spoke about it now, you'll understand why. It was the Football League Cup 4th round, Tuesday the 20th of November 1973. So they had the team of a lifetime, pre-QPR at the time. They were the best team in London. They were better than Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea. They were the informed team. They had a team full of internationals: Terry Venables, Frank McClintock, Dave Thomas, Jerry Francis, Stan Bowles. They even had Phil Parkes in goal, ex-England goalkeeper. So we played them up there, and prior to this, we'd beaten Torquay, and I went to every single game in the rounds. We'd beaten Torquay away, Portsmouth at home, Burnley away, and our 4th round, the draw was QPR. No one gave us any doubt that we wouldn't get anything up there. Went up there and we played them off the park in that first half. Absolutely one of the finest performances I've ever seen from an Argyle team away. Absolutely outclassed this star-studded QPR team, and it was only Phil Parkes in goal that kept them at bay. After 9 minutes, that second half, we had a guy come through called Alan Welsh, danced through their defence, and he put the ball in the back of the net, making it 1-0 to the Greens. Absolutely went mad. What happened? We carried on in the same sort of vein, and we scored 2 more goals. In the 64th minute, Steve Davey came up, and he scored a cracker. The last minute, 90th minute now, we got the 3rd. Loftus Road emptied more than, well, if it had been, what do they call it, the old fire exit. They is there a fire drill? They emptied their ground. All you heard was Argyle fans, hundreds of us up there singing easy, easy, easy. 3-0 we beat them. 4th round of the Football League Cup 1973. And I know you're going to ask me, did we go on and lose the next game? No.
Did you?
We actually went on and beat Birmingham away in the quarterfinals 2-1. I went to that of a Tuesday afternoon. We had to play due to issues with floodlights. We had to play in the afternoon because of the electrical ban at the time. And then in the semi-final, we ended up, and I went to both of these. We drew with Manchester City at home 1 each, went up to Main Road in the semi-final, 1 game away from Wembley, and lost 2-0. But what a run that was in 1973. Football League Cup, 4th round, Queen's Park Rangers.
Cool.
I don't remember that one.
Read up
comments. If the comments, if you were there, we need to get to someone else who was there that can share these memories. Brilliant, Chris. Thank you. Well told. Thank you, Reese. QPR memories. Then I think we'll go into our A to Z. Good news is it gets a lot easier for the next 3 weeks. R, then S, then T. So that's breeze next week until we get into U, V, and X. So more on that when we get there. Right. Good luck against Luton tomorrow night. Good luck against Rotherham, of course, on Saturday. Hopefully we're sat here back next week with another 3 points on the board. And just looking at them playoffs. Could it happen? Who'd have thought we'd be even talking about this back in October? Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your company as well. Great to have you on board. Drop us a sub if you haven't already done so. 20 minutes of Argyle chat every single week coming at you live on a Monday night. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Cheers.